Hello, my name is Sy Lewis. Welcome to Sy's Green Scene. I'm the Executive Director of Meadows Eastside Community Resource Organization, and I'd like to thank you for joining us this evening for our first live show. Today we're going to talk about some initiatives that we are moving forward at Meadows Eastside that help with sustainability, as well as what's going on in the city of Chicago in terms of weather and our upcoming weather for the summer. If you are not familiar, Meadows Eastside is a community business resource organization in South Shore. We offer programmings for small businesses. We do trainings and we do workshops, and most of them are around businesses, but as well as how to get people into workforce development and sustainability jobs. So if you go to meadowseastside.org, which is our website, or follow us on Facebook at meadowseastside.org or Sy's Green Scene, hopefully both, you'll be able to find more information about the topics that we discuss both here on the show and in our office space when we have our community meetings. So let's get right to it. One of the most important things that happens during this time of year, of course, is the change in the time. So we've now moved to daylight savings time, and it's getting dark a little later in the evening, but it also is dark longer in the morning. We offer a program called Light Up the Night. Light Up the Night is a sustainability program in as much as it offers dusk to dawn light bulbs for the safety and security of your home, your property, or your business. So you can literally live in a high-rise, a multifamily unit, a single-family home, or be on a storefront. We offer A9, which are the small light bulbs that look like the general bulbs that you can put in your lamp. Those are called A9 bulbs. And then we offer an E38 bulb, and that's a floodlight. So I want to explain to you a little bit about the purpose of doing these changes in light bulbs. We call this a porch light program, and it's a safety initiative as well as a sustainability initiative. The bulbs, being dusk to dawn bulbs, they change out, you change them out in any of your fixtures in the front of the house, side of the house, or perhaps your garage, anywhere where you have lights already. These bulbs last up to 11 years, and they come on automatically when it gets dark, and they go off automatically when it's light outside. And the only thing that you would need to do is leave the power in the on switch position. So you might ask the question, well, wouldn't that use more energy if it's left in the on switch position? Well, no, it would not. The whole goal in this type of program is to do two things. One, save you energy, and two, create safety. Or one, create safety, and two, save you energy. But the goal is to ensure that your property and everything around you is safe. So what the program requires is anyone who is interested should speak to their neighbors, community organization, CAPS, or church organization to get them to get other people on their blocks interested. Because we do come out and we put the bulbs in free. We don't give bulbs out to individuals. And those free bulbs are done once a block or block club association or group of neighbors has determined at least 75% of the people on their block would like to have the porch light program. So the 75% of the block, which you'll see all of this information again on meadowseastside.org/A9 LUTN, which stands for Light Up the Night. It will give you all of this information as well. We would come out and we would do 75% of however many houses are on the block. So if the average block has 36 houses and there are missing properties or there's no one living in the properties, we do not count any missing properties, any vacant lots, or any house that is not occupied. And the goal is to have enough lights on the block so that it's impactful. So for instance, if everyone on your block, or 75% of the people on your block, decide to join up with the Light Up the Night program and do the porch light program, then once it gets dark, then you get all of the lights coming on at the same time. So you've created a safer environment in your community by giving a way to travel through the community and be seen, whether you're a pedestrian walking, whether you're driving through. Why is this important? This is important because light creates visibility. It is better for your cameras. If you have Ring cameras or if you have security cameras, you get better visibility if there is a lighted area that it can see into. It's also good for those people who are making deliveries to your property so that they don't have any problem with coming up your stairs if they're in a unfamiliar area. It may be as simple as when they pull up to the curb, not being familiar and then tripping on the curb. And with lights, you can see everything that's going on around you. The goal is that you can see everything that's going on around you or more that's going on around you. So the program was instituted initially as a way to help both first responders, delivery personnel, and seniors, as well as young people going to and fro during the school day. I remember when I was young and I would get up to go to school and it would be so dark outside and all that you had for your light was the street lights. And so as residents of the city of Chicago, we know that there are limited street lights on each block. And decades ago, most people had their porch lights on until it was bright day or dark night. This eliminates the effort of having to remember to turn on the light or turn off the light. It also eliminates the effort of having to come home to a darkened property. So it's really important to prepare yourself. So one of our goals is to talk to our community area policing officers to see, is there an area, is there a community that can benefit from this program? As you sit and watch this program, I'd like you to give thought to, is there any area in your neighborhood that you feel would benefit from this program? Would it be beneficial if a block that has had particular issues had more lighting so that more people could have better eyes on what's going on that particular block? Isn't it great just to have lights when, for instance, my mother, who is a senior, is going up the stairs and into the property, and it makes it easier for her to see everything around her. So these are some of the safety issues that we want to address. Also, as we do this particular program, one of the benefits is we will also install house numbers. So if your house numbers are faded, then our goal is to change out your house numbers with reflective house numbers. So to give you a little bit more background on the Light Up the Night program, the program was born out of a need, a personal need, and that would be my personal need to just know where I'm going. I don't have the best sense of direction, even though I have GPS, but if I find myself in a neighborhood and I can't see the house very well, or if I can't see the house numbers on, then I have trepidation about getting out of my car and walking up to a house or walking down the street and looking for numbers. And I thought there has to be a remedy for this. During the pandemic, there were so many people delivering and coming to homes, and we had so many drivers coming and delivering and leaving things at the wrong address of my home, my property, that I thought they're dealing with the same issues that we deal with personally. And as this is a job for many of us, then it also benefits for the Uber driver, the UPS driver, the package delivery person who may be bringing your furniture, and of course, the all-famous DoorDash, how we get our food. But all important is what happens when a first responder comes to your home and they can't find your home because they either can't see the numbers or they're confused as well. There may be a couple of houses missing on the block, or maybe not. It may just be a matter of visibility. Those precious few moments can mean life or death. And what we want to ensure is whatever makes it more convenient, whatever creates a sustainable way to make your life healthier, that's what we want to do for you. And these are some of the energy impacts of energy efficiency programs. So that's to tell you a little bit about what we do with the Light Up the Night program. Again, I would like for you to take a look at the program at meadowseastside.org/LUTN. So that's Meadows Eastside at Light Up the Night. And also you can Google it. It will give you all of the information that you need if your block is interested in participating, as well as I think it's something that we need to push forward with the city of Chicago. We don't have as much light in some of our neighborhoods as we should, and the lighting will make a difference. So I'd like to move on to what's going on with our weather. So today it snowed, and last week it was in the 60s. So I was watching the news, and it was very clear that last year was the warmest summer that we had. Oh, I'm sorry, it was the warmest winter. See, it even confuses me. So last winter was the warmest winter that we had on record since they've been keeping records. And we are looking to have a very hot summer. So we want to be very mindful of the programs that are offered that you can avail yourself of now to prepare for what's going to happen in the summer. So for instance, the energy efficiency programs where you can ask for weatherization services through both ComEd and People's Gas, so that you can have an assessment done on your property to test how warm or how cool your property gets. It's important in the summer as much as it is in the winter. If you're leaching out a lot of cool air, then you want to make sure that you're keeping your cool air in. If you don't have ceiling fans, would this be an option to cool your house? If you need a new HVAC system, will any of the programs cover it? And if you apply now, will you be eligible to have these programs looked into by summer? So again, ComEd at comed.org or CETA at CETA.org, as well as federal programs like LIHEAP and People's Gas. All of this information is also in your billing packet, and as well as you will be able to find it on Sy's Green Scene on Facebook, and I will be sure to have my assistant also put this on our website so that you'll have all of the numbers and web addresses that you need to look into the program. But this, ladies and gentlemen, this audience is the time of year to get yourself ready for summer This is the time of year to ensure that you have applied for CETA, that you have applied for LIHEAP, that if there's any assistance needed with your bill, that you take care of this now before, one, the funding runs out, two, the program closes, the winter program closes for the end of the year. There will be a program for summer for heating expense, for cooling expenses, but you want to make sure that you take care of your heating expenses. Excuse me. So one of the things that we look to ensure to remind you about is, how do you live in your space during the warm weather season? A lot of people like to let their windows up. And yes, the heat does come into the house and it stays. And so here are some tips for you. During the warm weather season, in order to cool your home, one of the best things that you can do is monitor how you close your curtains, open your blinds, and close your blinds. At the peak of the day, at the peak of the sun during the day, you want to ensure that your blinds are turned down so the heat is not blazing in off of the glass and into your house. If you have ceiling fans, if you don't do this, what you should know is your ceiling fans go in two directions. So in the winter, you want the ceiling fans pushing the air down, so you want them going clockwise. So it's pushing the heat down from the ceiling. And in the summer, you want them going counterclockwise. So you're circulating the cool air and you're pulling the hot air up out of the space that you're trying to relax and be comfortable in. So be sure to flip your blades from summer to winter or winter to summer, whatever time of year it is. And also be sure to dust your blades, because it will accumulate dust, much like an air conditioner, because it does not have a filter. You want to ensure that you are cleaning those blades and not sending those dust particles back and forth into the air. So that's one thing in terms of how you handle your ceiling fans. If you have a window-sized air conditioner, positioning is very important to where you put your air conditioning. So we know that the sun rises in the east. You don't want to put your air conditioner in the window where it's hottest at. You want to put it where it's coolest at, so it doesn't generate as much energy trying to cool the space off. Also, you want to be mindful, if you are using your air conditioner for last year, to check the filter. If the filter needs replacing, do replace the filter. If not a replaceable filter, but a washable filter, rinse the filter gently with some soap and water. Let it dry before you put it back into the air conditioner, and use that as a way to ensure that your filter is clean. So remember that the filter is there to keep the air cool, but you don't want the stale smell of an old filter. You don't want that air blowing into the room that you're in. So as you buy your air conditioners, one of the other things that you want to ensure is, when you go to buy your air conditioner, don't just buy an air conditioner based on price. Buy your air conditioner based on the size of your room. It will tell you the BTUs of the air conditioner, and you can also just go online or Google by the measurement of the size of your room. If you're not sure of the measurement of your size of your room, you can do the old, I'm going to take a step and then count off to see if it's 12 by 12 or 10 by 8. And then that gives you a better idea of the size of the air conditioning unit you may need. Don't try to buy one air conditioner to cool your whole home if you have the type of home that has separate rooms. So if your living room is on the front of the house and your dining area is behind another door or another wall, and because the air still is trying to circulate, so then you might find yourself, instead of buying one large air conditioner, making a conscious effort to buy smaller, maybe two smaller or three smaller as opposed to one larger, because the amount of energy that you're going to be expending will be the same, but you will be cooler in the environment that you're in. And so that's one of the things that you can do to help mitigate that issue in terms of the air conditioner. The other thing is, at the top of the day when it's mostly the sun is out, close your curtains and let the sun stay outside instead of inside, because of course it's going to heat your home. So when you open up your curtains in the evening, or when you open your curtains in the morning to get all of that sunlight and your wonderful vitamin D, you also want to be clear that, hey, I'm cooling off my house this time of evening. If it's cooler in the evening, that's a wonderful time to open up your windows, air out your home, or take your air conditioner and turn it off. We are projected to have an extremely hot summer. I know it's snowing outside today, but preparation is half of the task. We spend a lot of time on our properties now, more than ever since COVID. A lot of people are spending more time in their yards, and they're spending more times at home. Light up the space that you live in. Consider the Light Up the Night program. It's free. The light bulbs are free. We do the installation free. No one ever comes in your home. It's just a matter of signing up and doing a survey to say, hey, we got our lights. Do we like this? Also consider what is the cost of having energy efficiency assessment. There is no cost to having an energy efficiency assessment. Take the time out and get what you're paying for. You pay for into the energy efficiency program every month when you pay your bill. Find out if you're eligible. Don't say no to yourself. Say yes to yourself and yes to information. It will behoove you to make a more luxurious environment in your home, a more safe environment, and a more comfortable environment. If you have any questions about the energy efficiency program, you can reach out to CETA, but you can also reach out to us at Meadows Eastside. We are more than happy to give you information anytime and to refer you to any service that's going to benefit you in the energy efficiency field. You can reach us at 773-540-8659. That's Meadows Eastside at 773-540-8659. So that's one way you can reach us. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and our website, meadowseastside.org. So that's www.meadowseastside.org. And of course, you can just always Google us. We'll come right up on your website. If there are any things that you're concerned about in the energy efficiency space, in the sustainability space, if you have questions, whether it be about the Light Up the Night program, safety and security as it reflects on sustainability and lighting, reach out to us. For every question that we don't have an answer to directly, we have a collaborative partner that will be able to answer your questions. We're excited every time we come to CAN TV. We'd like to thank our wonderful production staff and CAN TV. We'd like to thank the sponsors at Meadows Eastside for providing this time to share this information. And we look forward to seeing you on our next show, which is next week on Wednesday, same time, same station. And again, any questions? You can send them to us through our website. You can send them to us through Facebook, Sy's Green Scene, Meadows Eastside. We're here to assist you in all of the things that are concerning you about energy efficiency. We're going to have a great summer in the city of Chicago. We're going to create safe spaces. We're going to create cool spaces. And we're not going to just stay in the house. We're going to get out and have some fun. So thanks again for showing up for Sy's Green Scene. And thank you again, CAN TV, for offering me this time to share this information, which is very important to our community. So if you have any questions, again, Sy's Green Scene on Facebook, Instagram, Meadows Eastside on Facebook and Instagram, as well as www.meadowseastside.org. I'm Sy Lewis, and I'm always happy to be here to share information with you.